Man to man, combat hand to hand, hands locked, ready for the last stand, elbow drops, kicks fade bang. If I can hate you, levitate, better settle mate, lights out, knocked out by the heavyweight.
This is Toby from Heavyweight MMA. Today talking to Julija Pajic. Is that how you say your name?
Yes, no, Julija Pajic.
Pajic, okay. Good to meet you. You came to my attention seeing that you fought twice last year on the PFL Professional Fighters League, which is kind of managed by Ray Sefo, who's someone I interviewed also. How's that experience been?
The experience was great to be in America. I thought I will never be in my life in America, and then I got the, how to say, I got the choice to go there, and I didn't say no. But it was really difficult to go there because of paper stuff, because of bad people who was around me. So yeah, but it's a lot of stuff was happening. But I'm happy to being was there. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a few fights in your European area, right? And then it was 2 fights you had in the US against Larissa Pacheco and Jenna Fabian, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So a couple of tough opponents there, right?
Yes, the first one was really tough. Yeah, was a nice experience. It was making me now stronger.
That's it.
And I was not fighting just in Europe. I was fighting also in Bosnia.
Okay. That's good. Hey, I wanted to ask you a few questions just about your background and your start into martial arts. So firstly, you mentioned in another interview that you're from Montenegro in Bosnia. That's where you started. Where did you start your martial arts?
I started when I was 18 with Muay Thai. I saw videos from Buakaw, how to spell his name, Buakaw. And then I started with Muay Thai, and I didn't like it so much. I wanted to try new stuff. I wanted to try all different things, and I went over to boxing. And after boxing, I went over to MMA, and this is where my love to MMA starts, because it's ground game, so many different stuff in there. Yeah.
Yeah. You said in your interview before that you at first you didn't like getting punched or punching so much, but then after a little while you became more comfortable with punching, right?
Yes, in the beginning with 18, I was like a little small, shy girl, and I was scared. Yeah, I was scared from those punches. I needed to learn how to spar. It was difficult, but I came in really quickly, and was a nice way. Yeah.
So you've started as you were a shy sort of person and a quiet person, and then you've do you think you've gotten stronger from training Muay Thai and MMA?
Yes, I get stronger and stronger mentally and physically. I mean, I was physically already strong, but mentally I got much more stronger with the training, with the martial arts. I became really much stronger. I mean, I did so many other sports like cheerleading, tennis, swimming, football, basketball, so many stuff, but nothing was making me so much strong like the martial arts, like like fighting.
Yeah, the fighting is so challenging. Did you ever think that you would be traveling to the US to fight professionally up in front of a crowd and on international broadcast?
No, not so fast. Not so fast. No, I thought I will make it in Europe, but because it's really difficult to find in Europe women's and women division, the 70 kilo opponents for me. So I knew I had to go out from Frankfurt, from my area, from my hood, but I was not thinking about America. Never.
And where have you trained, and in what sort of places have you basically gone to gyms over in your way?
You mean when I was in America, or you mean here
when you're where are you in now? You're based in Germany. Where are you training now, and where have you trained before?
Now I train for myself 1 more month, and then I will change. I will go in a new gym. It will be a new chapter, new door what will open for me, because it was a half because of the gyms what you say. Now I don't have a gym, but this will change. My new gym will be the No Mercy gym. It's not in Frankfurt. It's a little bit more 4 hours away. New people. I will meet new people.
So you're gonna move completely to live there, or you're gonna be traveling?
I will traveling. It will be like 2 weeks there and coming back and going there and coming back. Yes, for the first. And maybe one day I will leave Frankfurt. Yeah, I don't like Frankfurt so much, you know. I don't like it here because people are so cold. People are so cold, and I want to meet new people. I can't stay in one place. It's boring.
So then, do you have dreams of traveling somewhere else to train and compete? Do you feel like you'd like to go to the States to do something like that?
It don't have to be the States. It don't really have to be the States. It can be everywhere, no matter which place. Yeah. No
Do you have
matter
any
which place.
Do you have any idea of where you would like to go to train and compete?
No, I'm open. I'm open for everything. Just to meet new people and different sparring partners. The best is when it's warm, then I can sweat good.
Yeah, that's good. There's a lot of people training in Thailand, a lot of good gyms down there. A lot of people do camps over there. So maybe that's a way to go.
Yes.
Now, obviously you trained at different gyms. What sort of disciplines have you trained in? Example, like MMA involves BJJ, wrestling, Muay Thai. You said you've trained Muay Thai. Have you also done BJJ in itself or not?
This I didn't understand so good the question. Can you repeat?
So you trained Muay Thai. Did you also train like wrestling or BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
No, with 18, 19, I was training just stand up, stand up, and then I went to MMA. Then I went and begin with the BJJ wrestling, with the ground game.
Yeah, and what do you think of it? Do you like the ground fighting?
I like the ground fighting, but I love the stand up. But I would like to be an all-rounder.
Of course. And what do you think you're best at? Do you think you're best at boxing or ground fighting now?
I would say I'm a boxer. I'm a striker, but ground game, I will train that I will be better, much better. I like the ground, but yeah, how I say it, the stand-up is also great.
Yeah, and the MMA fighters now can do everything, right? The top guys can wrestle, can fight, can box, can Muay Thai. So yeah, you really have to get good in everything, yeah?
That's it. Yes, you have to be ready for everything. There will be a girl who's for the ground. There will be girls who are for the stand-up, and you have to train everything. You have to be ready for everything. Yeah. Yeah.
True. So in Germany, how is the training? Do you think it's a good place to be training MMA?
Here's not so many gyms, of course. Yes, it's not so bad, but I don't know now here a good gym for me. But I don't know. I would prefer to say to people, find a good gym, maybe outside from Frankfurt in another area where people care about you. I mean, it's in every country you find gyms who are good and who are not so good, but in the end, you have to find a gym where the people are good, where the trainers care about you, and this can be in every country, but you have to find that, and that's the way to find the gym who care, who helps you to fight, who helps you to be healthy in that way. This is the difficult way, not to find just a gym. MMA gyms, they're everywhere.
Yeah, it's true. It's very difficult to find the right one. You need to find the right match that's a positive place, right? But they also have to have good skill and good teachers.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
So it sounds like it's a bit difficult for you. What makes you keep training? Why do you keep going, even though it's quite difficult over there?
Oh my God, I can say you know, as I said already, 2021 was really hard and difficult. I had so bad energy around me, and I fall really down last year. Mentally, I was falling really down, but what keeps me up and what keeps me training again is that I want to be a better person than the last Juliet. I want every time I want to train again, and I want to overcome the past. I want to overcome all the shitty stuff what was happened, and I know it will be better. I know it was bad, but I know it will be better. And if you fall down, yes, you can stay down, and yes, you can stay on the ground how much you as want, how much as you need, but you need again to get up. And now I'm again up, and now I'm much stronger person than before. This I can say.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I think it's about persistence and just keep on going, right? You can improve every day. If it's in MMA or in life, just keep improving and, keep on the positive path. So yeah, keep going.
Keep
Why?
going, keep going.
That's
Yeah.
it. Why did you start fighting in the first place?
Because I don't know how to say it in English. Do you know what is intro and extra? Like there's people who are introvert.
Yes, I know what you mean. Introverted and extroverted. Yes, understand.
And I was in my head, in my own world, and I was in my own bubble when I was younger. Like I was really introverted. How
Yeah,
you
that's
spell
right.
it?
That's right. Introverted. Yes.
I was introverted. I was shy to do, for example, shadow boxing in the beginning of the training. This is the minimum what you have to do in the training to make shadow boxing before the training begins. And I was shy to do that. So every people, for example, was making shadow boxing, and I was sitting there and waiting that the shadow boxing is finished, and then I can train some other stuff. So I was introverted, and I now I changed it
Introverted.
to the extroverted person.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Do you think that is mostly because you've been training? Is that the main thing that's made you confident?
Confidence, yes. And then that I can help people who was also, I want to be a good example for other women, for example, who had also not a good past or difficult past, if I can say it like that. I want to be a good example that they see me, and they go also into training, and that the training helps them also. And I got already what I want, but it can be even better. I already have a lot of women who wrote me messages and who say me, thank you, Juliet, thank you, you help me that I go also into training. And this is my motivation. This is one of the big motivations what I have. Or when I have small kids, would the parents write me messages and say, hi Julia, my kid is a big fan from you, and I love then to write letters to those kids, because I'm so happy when I can be how to say, when I can make them positive, when I can make the small kids, the small youngest, the young generation, when I can make them happy that they train also, that they want also to be strong. And a lot of dads have young daughters, and they keep them then to fighting, that they are also strong, and this is a good thing.
No, it's good. It sounds like you've got the right ideas to keep progressing yourself and to also, influence people in a positive way. I think that's good. Hey, you said you were introverted and then you're going to go in and you're competing in MMA. How did it feel? Do you feel like very nervous when you first have an MMA fight, or you feel like it's natural?
The first MMA fight, the amateur, it was really like, I was of course nervous, yes, but not like nervous like, oh my god, fuck, now I have to go in, what is when this happens or this happens. I was like nervous, now is my fight, now I go in, and what's happen, it will happen, but I did my good preparation, good training, but it's normal to be a little bit how to say that word,
Nervous?
nervous. It's normal to be a little bit nervous, but in a good way. This is normal. But I was feeling very good, very great, very happy. I also remember one fight in amateur I had, no, it was already the pro fight, when I was in the beginning crying because I was so happy. Before I went in, the adrenaline was so up and I cried, but not crying for sadness, for that I'm scared, crying for now is the time.
Like crying because you're excited about fighting?
Yes, that's it. Yeah, it's a
Wow.
nice feeling.
It sounds like you found the right sport for you then, if it makes you that happy.
Yes. Even
So
if it's not, sometimes not so sometimes it all of course not makes you so happy. Sometimes you are really down, but in the end of the day, yes, it makes me happy.
what's the best part about competing and fighting then?
The roads until the fight day, this is the big fight. And this I learned it also. I thought the fight day is the fight. No, it's not. It's the roads to go there. It's the people with who you work. I learned a lot that you with who you work. This makes you the person who you are in the end of the preparation. Yeah.
True. And the sacrifice you make, right? You work so hard, you give up things, and then you get to
Yes.
that final fight. So yeah, you challenge yourself all the way to the final fight,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What was your hardest fight or competition so far?
The hardest thing was the preparation last year, the first fight in to the PFL, because of a lot of stress outside. I even could not prepare how I have to, how I want to, how it have to be. I couldn't prepare like that. It was just like trying to survive. Yeah, that's a good sentence. Trying to survive and to be in the airplane to go into America. This was the first. This was the first difficult, hard fight. Try to prepare last year for the first fight for Pacheco, and then I broke my nose, and then it was also difficult preparation because I could not spar, I could not even train good, and I had really not much time to train and to prepare for my second fight. So the second fight was also just like I did the second fight to don't have a blockade. Do you know what is blockade?
No, I don't know.
Blockade is like you have your broken nose and you are scared that somebody punched you to the nose because your nose is hurting and
Yep.
fresh, and you are not allowed in January to make 4 until 6 weeks training. And I had to overcome that fear that I will broke my nose again. It was also, the second fight was not hard because of the opponent. It was hard again because of what was in the time between.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the life of MMA fighter, right? There's almost no one that goes into a fight without some sort of problem, especially like you said, because of the road leading to the fight. So everyone's getting injuries. Everyone has things that are like, you never know. You watch a fight, you never know what's wrong with that person. Could be their body, could be their mind, could be their lifestyle, some problem that they've had to overcome to be in there. So yeah, you never really know what people are facing when they go into fight, right?
Yeah, the road is full of problems. The road is full of stones what you have to go over and over. It's not just a street what you do and then you are to the fight. It's not like that. It's really, there's a stone, then that is this, then this, then this, and you have to go through this all until the fight. Yeah.
And that's what makes it so good. When you get there, you perform well and you get a win, for an example. If you win.
If you can perform well and good, then great. But if you don't perform in the end good, then it's shit happens. It was really figured up to don't have a good performance, but last year, but it's the past. Now I keep going.
True. Move forward. Hey, I first saw you fighting in the PFL, and then recently after I contacted you, I was looking you up to see a little bit more, and I saw the video of you fighting a man. That was it's a strange thing to see because you don't see it too often, and it had many views, lots of people interested in that fight. How did that happen, and how was it?
It happens like that. I have a friend. Her name is Sornica. And she wrote me a message on Instagram, and she was like, Julia, there's something where you could compete. And I was like, huh? What do you mean exactly? And she sent me all the details, all the informations. What was this with the fight? And then I read all. There was a boy who he planned a fight, and in this fight everybody can fight with everybody. So there's no of course there are rules, yes, like every fight, but there's no weight and there's no boys or girls. So you can fight with who you want and no matter which division. And I was like, yeah, why not? It sounds good. And now I can how to say that, now is the time that I can prove that I'm not scared also to fight officially. It was official to fight official also versus a man. And I wrote them an email and I asked it, hi, I'm Juliet, I'm this and this years old, this and this high, I had that and that fights, I'm heavy like this. And they said me, cool, yes, we want you. And they finded me then another man with who I can fight. Yeah. And then it happened. Then I went there. It was in Berlin. I went there and was nice experience. And a lot of people saw that fight. I knew it will be a big boom. It will make a big explosion because it's not so much that a man fights versus a woman. So I knew people will be like, wow, but there was so many people already until now. It's already, I think now 2 years ago, maybe 2 years, something like that. And now when I go on the train or on the bus, everywhere the people say me, hey, I know you. Last time I was in the restaurant with my friend, and the barkeeper, he say like, oh, you are the MMA fighter, you are that. And I'm like, yes, how you know that? And then he said, yeah, I saw you fighting with the man, and I know you. And then he give it us drinks for free, and I was so happy.
That's pretty cool. Hey, obviously when you've trained before, you've probably trained with men, training some stand-up, training some wrestling. Were you worried going in that you would have a strong man to deal with, maybe difficult?
No, I would fight with everybody in this fight. I was even not choosing. So they find me a man and I went inside. Yeah.
That's good, man. You're very tough, huh? Just take anyone they bring. That's pretty amazing.
And then they bring me a security. They say it was a security. I don't know if he's still a security. Yeah. But yeah, I think he liked it to get punched. I think this was a man who liked it to get punched. Because if not, he would not go in, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, you beat him up. You did punch him, so you were the winner.
But what you have to know and what the people have to know, I did slowly because they told me in the beginning I have to do a little bit slowly. Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, you could have finished him faster, right?
But it's not too fast. Yeah.
Fair enough. Give people something to watch, right?
Yeah.
So getting on to 2022, what are your fights, or what have you got planned? What would you like to happen in 2022?
2022? You mean 2021? Last year?
No, this year. What would you like to happen this year?
You mean this year? This year I want to fight again, but my trainer he told me after summer, so I have to go in shape again, because half year I did close to nothing. I was just working and training not so much. I trained other stuff. I go riding horses. I love horses, by the way. Swimming a lot, climbing, and just now I started again to train, and now I have to go in shape to get in shape again. And after summer, I hope I can fight again. And in Europe, this will be in Europe. This trainer told me, Julia, it's not about that we can't find people. It's not about that in Europe is not women's and 70 kilo. He will find me women's. He told me he will find. And this is also, you know, there's trainers, there are men who say me, in Europe it's really difficult, here is not women's, because they don't know how to do it. And now I have a trainer, he say me he will find. And yes.
That's good. What weight do you walk around at? So you fight at 70. What weight do you walk around? Did you say 83 in another interview?
I was really between 80 and 83, but because I eat a lot of stuff, not bad stuff, but like how to say kohlenhydrat. Do you know what is kohlenhydrat?
No, I don't. Sorry.
So like, for example, I eat noodle and then chocolate. And you know, the combination, the combi is not good when you eat many stuff together. And
Yep.
so I had a lot of water retention. My arms was like this. My body was like,
yeah.
And I thought this is my normal weight, 80 kilo, but it's not. Now I eat healthy, and I walk now around 75. I can go until 77, but 80 is not good. So yeah, 77, 76, 75. This is my weight with what I walk around.
Yeah. And when you move over and start training at the No Mercy gym, what will your training schedule be? Will you just train once a day, twice a day? How would you normally do that?
Twice a day. Now I can't make it twice a day, because not because I don't have a gym now here, but because I have to work. I work until I go there to the No Mercy, and then when I will be there, I will train normally twice a day. Yeah, 100%.
What work do you do?
I work now with children's and with animals.
Okay, great.
But, from the animal, it's like a host for animals, but there I don't become money. This I do just for my heart, to help those animals, to help them and to do something. But with what I get now, little bit money, by the way, by the side, is with the kids.
Okay, cool.
And training other guys.
Yeah, that's good. And so when you're training, what sort of different skills do you work? Do you do things like for strength and conditioning and recovery and different things?
Yes. So it's not just training jiu-jitsu, stand up. It's a lot of what I have to do also is the condition, to make the condition up, and not a normal condition like you go jogging for half hour, not that your pulse, do you know what is pulse?
Yes.
The heart, heart frequency, the heart frequency have to go up as low as you can, and have to go again down. This is how I train, how I can train my body, that my condition goes up, not just a normal jogging. This is for the long-term condition, but I need the condition what make you the frequency up and again normal and again up. And with this I can how I train this, for example, when I go hills. Do you know hills up? When
Yes.
I go
sprint,
running up, running up, running down, running up, then your pulse goes up, and this is very good.
Yeah, it's a different type of training for MMA, right? Because you need that burst, very intense burst, and then, like you say, recovery is very important. You need to be able to recover fast. Your heartbeat's slow. So yeah, I understand what you mean. Do you do much weights and this type of thing?
With weight, I will start also, but for now, I just train with my own body. So like calisthenics, freeletics, I do all now with my own body type. And when I go to the other gym, then I will have my plan, and then I will listen to them how they give me the plan, how I have to train with which weights, and yeah. But it's good to train with not so heavy, sometimes with heavy weights to make your muscles to gain your muscles, but also to train them with not so big weights to make them more times.
True, true. And for recovery, do you do anything for recovery like sauna or making sure you sleep the right way or eating certain diet?
Swimming. I do for recovery swimming. Swimming is like a recovery day. And yeah, of course, sleeping. I have to work on my sleeping nights. Yeah, I have to work on it. I can't sleep.
Really?
So good. Yeah, I'm not so good one with
Definitely
sleeping.
need to work on that. If you're training twice a day heavily, you definitely need to try and get some good rest in between to repair your body, right?
Yeah, recovery is a big thing. Recovery, without good recovering, you can't be a good person, good athletic for the next training. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So which part of MMA do you enjoy the most? Like which part of training and competing do you enjoy the most?
You mean like if I like more stand up or
Just
round
in
or
general, anything to do with training and competing in MMA, what do you like the most? You said you like the whole training up to the fight, right? That challenge. Maybe that's the answer.
yes, I like the work between trainer and athletic, between a fighter and between the trainer, the the how I can and how I can speak that good, that there's a good working good work between the team, that I can work with the whole team, and yes.
Actually, I talked to a few of the big MMA guys around, and they talk about their team like it's a really good group of people that they all work together, you know. And yeah, that's very important. I think first of all, the coaches that they work with you, and they're, you know, they really, like you mentioned, they care about you, and they all get their minds together and think of the best way to train you to, you know, to be a good fighter. But you need that good good gym, like you said. You can't be at a gym that doesn't support you, and so it sounds like you need to make that change, right, to try and find somewhere that suits you.
That's it. Yes, yes.
So
Sometimes it needs time that you realize that this gym is not for you. Sometimes it just needs time that you realize. Sometimes you realize fast, but sometimes you have a pink glass over your eyes and you think it have to be like that. No, it don't have to be like that. And I'm so sad for so many fighters who are working with the not good persons. It's happened a lot. There's so many trainers who say yes, spar, yes, spar hard. You know, they don't care. So many trainers, they don't care. They don't care about the help from the fighters. They speak over your back. So a lot of bad stuff. But you have to make the pink glasses away from your head and see. And if you don't like it, and if it don't feel good, change. There's so many other places in the world where you can go where people will care. Yeah.
that's true. Actually, something that comes to my mind is that opponent of yours, Jenna Fabian, although she's now in the States, her original gym is in New Zealand. And this gym sounds like an amazing gym. It's called CKB. I don't know if you've heard of them before. It's Israel Adesanya's gym, Dan Hooker's gym. And it just sounds like a great place to be from the way they all work together as a big community, you know? So yeah, I hope you can find something that's as good as them in the future.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yeah.
when you're coming up for a fight, how do you prepare your mind psychologically? How do you prepare? Like it's a difficult thing to jump and fight in front of people. How do you get ready?
In general, you have to go to get ready mentally to speak with your trainer, and but I until now didn't had all this stuff. I'm not a good I'm not a good example for how you have to prepare mentally because maybe I will learn that, but until now I don't had a good preparing mentally. That's maybe why also some of my fights was not getting good. But yeah, for this I can't answer you that question so good.
Yeah, I think everyone's different too. But the common thing that everyone tells me when I ask that question, when I speak to famous guys that have been famous in the past, they say the most important thing is to train as hard as you can. You train the right way for the 8 weeks before your fight. Then when you get to the fight, you feel psychologically ready because you know you've worked very hard and you're ready for the fight. So this is one of the main things I think is to really work hard with the right gym before your fight, and then you'll be ready for that psychologically, you know.
Yeah, with the right gym, that's it. With the right gym, with the right person, and what is also very good with different people, so that you have different sparring partners. Of course, not now, not it's not good to train to spar with every guys who you don't know. You have to know who you spar, but to spar with different people, this makes you also strong because you are ready for everything. Yeah.
That's it. Hey, women's MMA in Europe, do you think there are good opportunities there?
For now, not, but I will think positive for the future. I hope so that it will be better, but for now it's really difficult. It's really getting slowly, and especially for my weight, there's not so many people. There's nothing. No women's, no women's in my division. I mean, in MMA, in boxing, it's another thing, but in MMA, I hope that this will come. Let's stay positive. It will going better.
Do you want it to be a career, or you want it to just be, you just want to enjoy it and do some fighting while you can?
Career with the career to going up. Yeah. Fighting different women, different people. Maybe again to fight a guy, maybe again to fight a man in the cage. I will be open for that shit. But yeah, I swear it was funny. Yeah, to make big career. This is, I think, a good, nice dream.
Well, I hope you can do that. Hey, I wanted to ask you one last question. Like, who's your favorite fighter or hero in combat sports? Who do you look up to?
I don't have for the women for who I look now up, like I want to be like that. There's Zhang Weili, who I knew since she was before in UFC, and I'm really happy for her that she went into the UFC and she did good fights. And yeah, I like her very much. She's also very sympathetic. She is real. She's real. She's not like a fake person. She's real. And Rose Namajunas, she's also a girl with, she fights still also with mentally stuff, mentally illness, and she overcome that. And this is for what I looking up, like, wow, very great, she did it. I can do that also. Yeah.
I was just thinking, for some of the ladies that fight in a higher weight division, I think someone like Cyborg, do you know Cyborg? She's a good person to look up to. She's a really positive person, and she's an excellent fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, cool. Okay, well, Julija, I just wanted to thank you for your time. It's been good to speak to you and get to know a little bit more about you and your ideas about fighting and what your plans and goals are. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for you also. It was nice to meet you.
And I hope that I can follow your career and catch up with you maybe after you have another fight. I'll pay attention and keep in touch.
Yes, you will. Now it's a little bit calm, but it will come.
Great. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.